Have you ever tried something and really, really hoped that it would work, but it just didn't? Well, if you've been following me on my videos, you know that I planted potatoes in the spring and they ended up dying, and I didn't have a good harvest. I'll only get a couple potatoes on it out of it, honestly. And I was disappointed. But I decided that I wasn't going to give up. So I decided to plant some sweet potatoes. And look at them now behind me. Woo, they're growing so beautifully and they have really pretty flowers. I was really surprised by that. And I was looking at them and I started thinking about Abraham and Isaac. God asked Abraham to do something that I'm sure he did not understand at all. He asked him to take his one and only son, Isaac, that was promised to him, and offered him as a sacrifice. And Abraham obeyed, though he couldn't see how the story was going to end. And just when it seemed like there was no way out, God provided a ram. Abraham couldn't see God's provision when he started walking up that mountain. He just had to trust him and take the next step. And sometimes I think our lives are so much like that. We try something and it fails. We pray, but we don't understand the answer. We feel like God is asking us to do something, but we can't really see where it's going. And we wonder, Lord, why didn't this work out? But maybe the failure isn't the end of the story. Maybe we're just not seeing the whole story yet. My first potatoes, they didn't make it. But that didn't mean God had forgotten about me. It didn't mean that I was supposed to quit gardening. I just planted something else. And now these sweet potatoes are growing beautifully. And sometimes faithfulness looks like simply putting one foot in front of the other, to keep praying, to keep seeking God, to keep studying His Word, and keep doing the next right thing that He's put in front of you. And yes, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, 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 because you don't always know what God is going to do beneath that surface. But we can know who God is. He is faithful. Abraham couldn't see that ram when he began his journey. I couldn't see these sweet potatoes when my first potatoes failed. But God, He already knew what He was going to do, what He was going to provide. And I think that's the reminder I needed today. God doesn't always provide in the way we expect, but He is always faithful to provide exactly what we need. So if something in your life didn't work out the way you have hoped, and trust me, I understand. But let's not assume the story's over. Let's take the next step in the right direction. Trust God with the outcome. And remember, He is faithful. The Lord will provide. Genesis 22:14. Hope grows here. Much love.